Okay folks, this may be the only time we're going to be able to get any footage before the rain starts towards the end of this week. So what I've done is I've just installed the Running Man system, demo system, at our local police range. As you might be able to see here, there are actually 20 turning targets on this range. It's in a big quarry. And we have our Running Man system installed at the right hand edge of the range right now. We still have the original 40 feet of track that we used for the demo version, so we're a little bit restricted on the movement, but I think you'll get the idea. Presently the target is running automatically, just changing direction at each end of the track at a fairly low speed. Okay, since we're looking at a demo installation here, we have a temporary target mounts, but I can show you the main features of the target. Left hand end of the target on this particular track is the pulley unit, return pulley unit, spring loaded for adjusting the tension on the track. 40 feet of track, with the control unit presently hidden behind some armor at the far end of the track. That's just a temporary installation. Let's go take a closer look. This is the Running Man power unit in the green box on the end of the track. It consists of the motor and pulley assembly that drives the mechanism. We've got some temporary armor plate in position here because we have not been able to put the the motor unit completely out of the line of fire, so we've given it a little bit of protection. Normally what we would do would be to mount the motor unit a little further away from the actual turning target line. As you can see, there's a turning target pretty close to the actual motor unit. We don't want any accidents. There's the electronic box. I've got it resting on top of the armor temporarily while I carry out a few tests here. That's going to be mounted somewhere up on the bank or out of sight completely before we finish with the project. View from the motor end. The target is just enjoying itself right now, running backwards and forwards. What I'm going to do is to stop it and we can take a look at the mount unit. Okay, this is the trolley. There is no cover on the trolley at present. Once again, it's part of the test routine that we're running, but basically the trolley is a very sturdy sheet aluminum device with 4 wheels to actually help it run along the track, plus, as you can see, mounted, get out of focus here, extra wheels mounted low down to keep the trolley stabilized left and right on the track, plus a set of wheels below the track to stop the trolley tipping. This makes for an extremely strong and extremely stable trolley that can stand up to high-speed acceleration and deceleration, as you'll see later. There will, on the production items, be a cover over the top of this whole trolley mechanism. We just haven't got around to fitting it on this unit yet. Okay, now let's go back to the tripod. Okay, we're in position at the tripod. So I've got my hands free for the control unit. We're going to set the target into motion again, just as it was before when we were examining the mechanical equipment on the range. We're in, for what it's worth, what we call mode 2 now, which is automatic turn at the end of the track. And immediately you'll see one of the big advantages of our system. The track is completely out of sight and protected, and the instructor running the Running Man system does not need to know where the end of the track is. With many simple systems, what happens is that the instructor has to stop the motion of the trolley when it reaches the end of the track, otherwise it just collides into a dead stop at the end of its travel. With our system, since the electronics take care of the position of the trolley, then the instructor does not need to be able to see the track at all. he does not need to worry about the position of the trolley on the track, and so he can provide more attention to the actual students. Now, we've just installed this system, so the speeds are a little bit crazy, I'm afraid. I've got to make some adjustments, but it means a session at the computer to do that. So I'm going to alter the speed of the trolley. Yeah, I think you'll be impressed. This is the next speed up. Let's go a little faster. A little faster still. A little faster still. And you'll notice that the electronics have no trouble at all of stopping the trolley in time and reversing its direction. This is the high speed we have set presently. I think if the shooters can keep up with the movement, then they're doing pretty well. Okay, sorry about that. I had to go put a jacket on. It's getting quite cold around here. What I've done is I've gone to mode 4 just as a quick demo to show the final part of the program we've got in this unit so far. Mode 4 is automatic reverse of direction somewhere along the track. That's slow speed now. Let's speed it up a little bit. What happens here is it's a combination of a couple of different modes. The last operation we were looking at actually involved the target changing direction at the end of the track. So every time it made a run, it did the full length of the track between the end limits. Now for this mode, what we've done is to program a random position into the unit. So every time the trolley starts to move, the system thinks up of a random position and it changes direction. The trolley changes direction, or it can pause and proceed on at that random position. Now, of course, if it hits the limits at the end of the track, it will also change direction at that point. So basically right now, I can put down this control unit on the floor and walk away. No hands, now I'm an instructor. For some reason there's a tendency towards lateral dispersion.